Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Ellie and we're starting a new 1 month fun palette. So I'm using the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette. If I can get it open. So it looks like this. It's really pretty. These are pretty neutral colors that I can wear most days. The only thing is they're glitter. I like glitter. I'm not wearing them on my face, but I do really like them. I have kind of played around a little bit. I intended originally to do a review using all the colors, but it just was taking me so long because I don't wear glitter every day to like kind of incorporate these colors. So we're making it a wear glitter month just because I needed something nice and fluffy and fun. And she's coming out with a new palette that should have more like shimmers and mattes. And so I wanted to kind of reiterate to myself that I like these, because I have liked them every time I've worn them. I just don't wear them most days, because glitter it requires a little extra effort and finesse, but like they're really pretty, and they are tones that I can get away with at work, so kapow. And so now here are some of my looks. First look, and I used Meteor Crush all over the lid. It's very pretty. This is actually one of my favorite shades out of the palette because it's so like kind of blends into a normal look, but also like has a little extra oomph. So, first look done. So today we're wearing Sublime, which is one of my favorites. It's just such a nice mint. It's just so pretty, and you can't see it on camera, but it's very multi-dimensional. I guess I can close both eyes. That's an option. But I took it to work now. So I used Sublime and Extraterrestrial today, and I think they go very nicely with my dress. So I don't know how well you can see the colors, but I have Sunburst with a little bit of Milky Way over it, blended into Mars on Fire, blended into Midnight Bolt, because I wanted to do like a red, white, and blue glitter gradient for the 4th of July, because today's the 4th of July. And it's a little subtler. I feel like I expected Mars on Fire to be a lot more red. Even though I swatched them last night, I don't know why I was expecting anything different. I still like it. I did something similar last year, but this is nice, and I feel a little special. And I have red, white, and blue happening on my grandma tank top. Yeah, let's see if it's any different in the light. Okay, yeah, a little different in the light. Much more sparkly in the light. We'll move out of the light because we're vampires, obviously. So I use Sunburst and Extraterrestrial and disregard the mascara. It's fine. And I really like it. It's very pretty. And you really can't see all the sparkle on camera. Like there's some awesome glitteriness happening and it's just not translating. But I feel very pretty. I really like how they're melding at that middle point. So I used Sublime into Space Out, which I really like it. I think it ends up really nice. It like the merging of the two brings out a little bit more of the blue and the purple. Maybe I'll give you light for this. Oh, nope. Okay, so we'll just have to deal with it. But yeah, I think it ends up with this really nice fade across. It's very pretty. So today I used Meteor Crush into Space Out, and again, I think it's very pretty. I think it's a little bit more romantic, but it's nice and sparkly. So today I used Sunburst into Planet X, and it makes a really nice, easy, neutral look. Disregard the trouble there. But yeah, I really like that. I think that gold is a very nice, very useful color. Shadow words, that one. So I did kind of like a Igari makeup, but all with like rose with a peach shift, or like peach with a rose shift. And I used Meteor Crush, which very well might be one of my favorite colors out of this palette. And I feel real cute. So I wanted to show you guys, even though I've already shown you me using Meteor Crush. But I feel pretty. I feel pretty. So it's the end of the month. Well, the end of the month is happening in the middle of the week, so I just want to wrap up this palette and start on the next 1 month one palette. But it's also raining, so hopefully you can hear like the nice relaxing patter in the background, and that'll make up for the fact that I am so washed out because there's no light. But by now you've seen how excited I was at the beginning of the month the looks I came up with. I did a couple looks and didn't film them based on time or if I was out of town and running late, but end of the month progress. You can't really see dips or anything, so I think some of that is I applied these with my fingers. I would put glitter glue down and then I would pat it on with my finger, and my finger is a lot wider than the brushes I normally pick up shimmers with, so it's not super visible what usage I did. And unfortunately, I really didn't use this palette as much as I was expecting to. I was really excited because I thought I loved this palette. I thought I was so into the glitter, so ready. These shades were great. And some of them are great, and some of them are pretty meh. And I think that's kind of been a surprising thing for me to learn about this palette, because I saw it, I swatched it, it was gorgeous. I put off buying it for several months, and I had to track it down and buy it online, and I loved it when I got it, and I loved the way the shades looked. And I think that's because I had stuck to the shades that drew my attention, like this gold. It looks really boring in this lighting, but it is really, really nice. It's very multi-dimensional and pretty, and it paired really well, as well as this mint shade, this like peachy gold shade. Yeah. This green shade was nice. The thing that kind of got to me was some of these shades are just not that nice. Like this blue is kind of crap. It's a little bit more of the base pigment than glitter, so it goes on kind of funny. It's not super opaque like the rest of these shades. This, I should use the names. Mars on Fire is really, really pretty, but it takes building. And it's just kind of like that in-between shade where it's not quite deep enough to be the outer corner, but it's not quite light enough that I really want it on the inner half. I don't have a lot of things that go, at least I didn't have anything that I was reaching for this month that deepened it up. This blue shade, which should be Cosmic Ocean, was quite nice, but I also felt like it faded throughout the day, even though it was laid over glitter glue, which normally grabs everything and holds it pretty intensely. So I think if we had moved some of the shades around. Oh, the other thing I had a problem with was this shade here. That is Light Year. In the pan, it looks like it's going to be this gorgeous, like, scorpion type thing. It really ends up basically being a black with some slight shimmer. That's one of the ones that I didn't film because I used it. My hair's doing things. I did like a smoky eye with it for the Panic at the Disco concert, and A, we were running late, and B, I just was not excited about how it turned out. I didn't really like it, so I didn't put a video of it, because meh. I don't like finishing my makeup and feeling meh about a look. I like to feel like the time and effort I spent on it really had an impact. And some of these shades, I put them and be like, well, that's not like bad, but it's kind of like meh. The other one that's similar to that is Planet X. It's just kind of like a mid-tone brown, and of all the types of glitter I want, I don't really need a brown glitter. And yeah, so Sunburst. Space Out was pretty good. I really wished I had more time to spend on, I think it's Sublime. Yeah, probably Sublime. Or Ultraviolet. Oh, I'm so bad at figuring out the layout on the back in relation to these. No, I think this is Ultraviolet. I really wish I had more time for Ultraviolet, but just never really felt like the right time to wear it. And shades like Jupiter Sand, right here. It just doesn't, looking at it in the pan, I can't really decide what it's going to look like on my eye, so I didn't use it because I didn't have days to waste on taking my makeup back off. I feel like I spend a lot of time for my work looks making sure that they're appropriate and professional because I don't have time on weekdays to take my makeup off and do it again. If I take my makeup off, I'm going to work with the bare face and they're just going to have to deal with it, which, that's fine. I don't wear makeup every day. But if I put all that time and effort into a face and then screw it up and then have to take it off, that will give me a bad attitude for the day. And on the weekends, I'm doing fun makeup. I'm doing all the colors that I really can't or feel like I shouldn't wear to work, or the more obscure styles, or doing things that are more interesting to me and less office appropriate. And so I'm also not going to grab something that might go either way for that. I'm going to have a specific look in mind and be like, yes, I've been itching to use this one shade and I'm going to use it today because it's Saturday. That's how I feel about makeup. And I don't know. As much as I do like these two really light shades, Ozone and Milky Way, I feel like we needed one of them, not two. So there are some really nice shades in here, like Meteor Crush right here. It's gorgeous. It makes a gorgeous shade. It's really, really pretty. And I really wish more of them had that type of a impact. Because Meteor Crush, Sunburst, Sublime, they're all really, really pretty, and they do have that extra something that you get, that reward for the effort that you put into wearing a glitter shadow, because most glitter shadows take extra prep, extra adhesive, whatever. They take a little extra some work to get them to look the way you want, and you need to have something that's going to reward you with what looks really special or really nice to you. And I'm just a little torn on this palette right now because of shades that let me down. So, yeah, like a shimmery brown, that's not technically a bad shadow, but I feel like it's a waste of a glitter shadow. And I don't know. As much as I enjoy this, and I'm going to keep it, I'm still going to use it, probably mainly for the shades that I really like, and that I like be like, ooh. Because Sunburst and Meteor Crush and Sublime, they're the kind of shades where I will want to go pull it out to use it, because I will be like, you know what, I haven't done in a while, I haven't worn that gorgeous, mint glitter, and I will make a point to pull it out and do a look with it, as opposed to just being, it's in front of me, so I might as well use it. And so I'm going to keep it for those shadows, but I'm going to be a little bit more restrained in suggesting this palette to others, because I'm not sure every shadow in this palette is worth the money. If you don't mind spending however much this palette costs, because it's been a while, for some of them to be really nice and some of them to be meh, that's fine, that's your choice, but it's not going to be one of those things where I'm going to pull out and be like, everybody needs this. Whereas previously, my opinion had kind of been, if you like glitter, you should really grab this. And now it's more, if you're comfortable spending this much money for some shades that are phenomenal and some shades that are, why did you make that in the glitter? And some shades that really just don't perform, that's up to you, and here's where you can buy it. But yeah, it also has kind of dampened my excitement for potentially buying the next Fenty palette, because the Moroccan Spice was on my list, and now I think maybe it's gonna be a go find it in store and see what they're looking like, because I was definitely interested in her coming out with another palette, because this one is very niche, very specific. As gorgeous as the palette covering is, and some of the shades are, glitter is not most people's cup of tea, so coming out with an all glitter palette was a risk, and especially as the first palette that you bring out for your company. I think people were really waiting to see what she did as a more traditional palette, and I'm interested in how the mattes go. I'm curious as to if she's keeping some of that shimmer glitter formula, or if she's trying a different shade texture with her shimmers. I'm curious. I'm interested. I might. We'll see. But I have a lot of eyeshadow right now, and with the way this palette kind of bummed me out, I don't know if I'm really, itching to go buy it. I'm more likely to grab, like, the Anastasia Norvina palette than Moroccan Spice. So, that's unfortunate. I did have some really nice looks out of this. I did enjoy some of it, but I feel like having some of those shades that just really, honestly, bummed me out. If my makeup doesn't look as good as I'm hoping it does, it bums me out. And that's fine. It's fine to feel let down when you put a lot of effort and time into something, and you're pretty confident in your makeup skills, at least to make what you want to look like. And then something just kind of goes, well, here's something mediocre. And you're like, meh. So, This actually did end up with me not really using it for the last week or two. Part of that was I was sleepy, so glitter is not a quick shadow look. So I was doing a lot of like cream shadow just all over the lid and running out the door. But yeah, there were definitely days where I had time and I looked at that palette and said, nope, you let me down yesterday, I'm not using you today. Okay, so I promise I'm not naked. I just realized I'm wearing a sweater. This part is sweater. I'm not just completely naked. I actually really like this sweater. It's finally cool enough for us to have a couple days of not like wearing absolutely the minimum clothes you can get away with because it's a sweat box. We've got some nice weather happening because it's raining. It's a little cooler. Got the window open. We went to the park yesterday and walked around. So, yeah. I would be much happier if she'd kept these shades as happy as I was when I first got this, that some of these shades were more day-to-day shades. I still think some of them could have been a little more extra, a little bit more special. So, that was my 1 month on palette with Fenty Beauty, the Galaxy palette. Hopefully this is helpful for you. I know this palette didn't sell really well. I know it's still up, even though it was limited edition, or at least they talked about it being limited edition. Maybe it's forever, because the rest of the Galaxy collection for holiday has gone. But this is still up. It did not sell well. If you see it on sale and you're fine with what you're getting out of this palette, you might very much enjoy it. But I'm no longer going to be singing the praises all day, every day. The packaging is really cool. I know people complained about fingerprints and everything, but still it stays nice overall. It's really cool looking. Okay, I have to go before I just ramble more about how bummed out some of the days I did my makeup with this was. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.